Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Tony and I am the Bored Housewife. Better energy all around today, okay? So since we have better energy, better vibes in general, I just wanted to come on camera really quickly and give you guys my 4-month lock update. I think I'm actually a week off. I might be 4 months and a week, going on 4 months and 2 weeks, so kind of like 4 months and a half. I actually washed my hair this Tuesday this week, and I usually don't wash my hair during the week. I only wash it on weekends, and the second time I was going to be washing my hair would be the normal time that I retwist, but I was still having effects from that 4 days that I didn't oil it. So just cautionary tale, guys, make sure that you oil your hair properly even on vacation. So I had to wash it. I had to. Like, I was having some horrible flaking, and I have dry scalp in general. Even with my loose natural hair I did, but it was different because at that time, if I had flakes, I could just scratch them out and get them out. But now they get stuck. They get stuck in the lock, and then it takes a lot of effort, and it feels like kind of a aggressive nature to try and get it out. So I didn't want to have to deal with all that. So this week I actually tried the apple cider vinegar and baking soda hack that everybody talks about when they talk about locks. So I did do that along with washing it regularly. I did not retwist it at all. I do feel a difference in the texture, but I wanted to come on here and tell you guys what I think I'm going to be doing from now on. Is just, at this point, I'm not seeing a lot of big changes as I would have been in the previous months. So I think I'm going to be updating you guys month by month, or if anything changes, along with my other content, which is just my, my life in general, beauty tips as they regard to locks, and story times, and just interesting content. So if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload. But I do think that even though I'll be uploading every week, I am going to be stretching out how long it is in between my lock updates, just because there's not anything really happening. This past week, as I said, I did wash it, and I did notice a little bit of changes, especially in the front. I don't know if I told you guys, but when I got my hair done the one time by the loctician, and if you haven't seen that one, I'm going to either card it or put it in the description box. So she said that the back of my hair is almost completely locked past the teenage stage, or right at the end of the teenage stage. So in the back, I'm progressing pretty quickly, but in the front, it's doing its own thing. I have a softer texture in the front. I believe it's 3C in the front. Sorry, nose itched. Either 3B or 3C in the front, and it does its own thing. It wants to just be curly, and I feel like it's trying to do something. And since I did the apple cider vinegar, it did, I think, get a lot of, well, I don't have a lot of buildup because I don't put a lot of things in my hair. I usually just use aloe to twist, and I oil it every couple days, along with aloe vera juice to spray it with. And I would like to tell you guys how I'm feeling about that, but give me a second. Okay, so as far as the changes that I'm seeing in the front, I feel like I get pieces that are hard, and it seems to be doing something, but these ends, like, I just don't know what the ends are doing. That's more. And then I get pieces where it seems like it's doing something right there, and then I get like straight pieces right there. So I don't know at this point. Like, it could just be that they're locking in a different speed than the other ones. It could be that they are not locking yet. It could be that they're just doing their own thing, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm not upset about it. Just updating you guys about where it is. But in the back, I don't know if you can see all that well. It's pretty locked. I feel like I couldn't really do anything besides making an effort to comb them out to get them out. Now the front, as you know, from my previous videos. If you follow me so far. If not, why haven't you? But thank you for clicking on the video so far. I think that my plan was not to continue interlocking. I was only planning on interlocking the perimeter, as you guys saw in the previous video, or trying to interlock all over, but just like the one time. So that hasn't been what happened. And you know, I'm not getting on myself because it's my hair. I'm going to experiment, and hopefully whatever I do to my hair helps you guys moving forward. So I have interlocked, I would say all of them at this point, at some point. But the ones around the perimeter, I feel like they need to be interlocked continuously, because like this one's a good example. Like that. I really don't feel like my hair is growing that fast. But all of this seems to be unraveled and just there. And I feel like when there's so much either new growth or unraveling at the root, then that gives more time for there to be merging at the root, for there to be loose hairs that get caught on something, get pulled, so that can contribute to the damage. And I don't want that, so it just feels like I should be doing something, but I'm trying really hard to just leave my hair alone, let it do what it's doing. And then I've pushed my retwist, which would have been this weekend, to next weekend, the beginning of the month, whenever that is. So the 1st and 2nd, I think, whenever that is, either next weekend, I think next weekend, I'm going to do it at that point, and let you guys know how that goes and show you any updates as far as that. And at that point, I think I'll be 4 months and 3 weeks. So if I do it around that time frame, I'll probably either do it right when I retwist my hair, or wait a week and just give you guys my 5-month lock update. It's crazy because when I first started my locks, I thought time was going by so slowly, and I didn't think I was ever gonna make it to 3 months. Now I'm, you know, on my way to 5 months, and then it'll be half a year. And so many of the people I know, in my life recently have decided to either start locks or change up, what they were doing. It just feels like this community of locks is growing, very quickly, around me. So that's always great to see and hear. So, everybody out there who's just now starting their locks, or, is around the same time as me, or even so much longer, because I'm still a baby, I'm so happy to be a part of this community with you, and I am glad that you've decided to do this. Just lock dust and rainbows for all of you. So I think that's all that really has taken place. I will say another thing that contributed to the dry scalp when I was away was that I wasn't drinking as much water as I normally do. As you guys know, I am on a weight loss journey. I'm on a journey to be a healthier me. So I was drinking a gallon of water a day, and around the time of my birthday, when I did the trip, it was more like half a gallon or less than half a gallon. So I wanted to get back to that, and so this week I have really started to kick it up and try very hard to get the gallon in. I still haven't, it takes time to build up to that, or else you're peeing every couple minutes, and I got things to do. I have a house to run, so that has been a little bit hard, but I am back. I am trying to get back on track, and I'm feeling better about it. I have started a new oil mixture, but I will talk more about that when I have, more of an update. I like to give you guys a well thought out and a well known review of something that I'm using. I don't like to use it one time and then tell you, oh, it's great, and then a month later, guys, let me tell you the secret, it's not great. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to give you guys all the knowledge that I have. So speaking of the knowledge that I have, I want to tell you guys about hair bands that I have been using. So I would say it was like 2 months ago that I actually bought this product. I bought, and I'll put the link in the description because I can't think of the name. I think it was like Ray Bay or Bay Ray or Ray Ray. I think it was Ray Ray actually. Off of Amazon. They are kind of like the cheaper version of SA headbands, and kind of have a big head, and those little skinny hairbands, they're not doing anything for me. I even had thicker but looser headbands, and they just weren't doing it for me either. So I'll probably insert a picture if I take a picture of it in here. But I got a lovely 12-pack of these Ray Ray bands, and they are long, so they can cover up your entire head, and they can be worn in different ways. I like to just wear them as a headband, and on the rare occasion I can't find my bonnet, which is like every day. Of course, my husband will say it's like every day. It's not every day. Like once a month, I can't find my bonnet, and I'll have no choice because I'm not sleeping with my hair just out. I'll wear that, and they are made of microfiber, and so I don't like to wear them on a regular basis as far as wearing them to sleep, because as you know, microfiber likes to suck moisture, likes to wick it away. So I think that they're more for like when I exercise, when I just need my hair pushed back, but it's not, I don't want to put it in like a ponytail because it's not a harsh hold. In comparison to the SA headbands, I would say that they are cheaper. They are made in a comparative quality. I would only say the difference is that I've noticed from my big head is that the SA bands are tighter. They are sewn, woven tighter. And so they hug my head a lot tighter than the other bands, the Ray Ray bands. And since they do this, excuse me, since they do this, sometimes that can be harder on my hair. So I do tend to move towards the Ray Ray bands, but on the flip side with the Ray Ray bands, sometimes it can feel like it's not tight enough of a hold and that it might slip. But I have not had any situation where they have slipped, either one of them. I do have two of the SA bands and 12 of the Ray Ray bands. As I said, I'll put the link below. They have some really cool designs, different packs that you can buy, and I enjoy having the different variety of headbands to wear, and it was not super expensive. Like, where else can you get really quality hairbands, you know, and get 12 of them that you can wear in all these different ways if you want for under 20 bucks. So this is not sponsored by in any way, guys. Ray Ray, if you want to sponsor me, I'm with it. But it is not. I just want to throw that out there. I usually do separate product review videos, but I feel like that's just a really quick update, and I don't have like a whole bunch of pictures of them. I've only so far worn two, and that's been on a consecutive basis because these are just the ones that I like to wear. Like I kind of get stuck on a product or a thing, and I just kind of stick with that for a while, and then when it's time to change it up, then I do. So I didn't want to wear all the bands, considering it's the same material and it's the same product, it's just different designs. I didn't want to wear all of them, so I don't really have like a whole bunch of pictures to show you guys or the products side by side, so that's why I'm not doing a separate video. If you guys want that, if you want a whole video on the difference between these Ray Ray bands and SA sport multi-use bands, just go ahead and let me know in the comment section, and I'll be happy to do that for you guys. But as I've said before, you guys don't give me any comments on what you want, so I don't really know. I'm just going by the seat of my pants. But let's not ramble on too much longer. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.